Happy Mother's Day, everyone out there. Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. I am Harrison Graham. Show some love to all the moms out there down in the comment section. If you want to drop your mom's name or just say, love you, mom, in the comments, that'd be dope. My wife, Hannah, and I have had a fun day so far. Hopefully, she's had a great Mother's Day. Hug your mom, hug your wife if she's a mom. Show all the moms in your life some love. Trust me, they will appreciate it. Okay, a little bit of news to get to, and then we're going to look at some Bears rookie minicamp winners and losers. Hit the subscribe button. That way you never miss out on a video. All right, let's get to the news first. The Bears have signed a player after rookie minicamp. It is tight end Tommy Sweeney, who was one of the veteran tryout players at this camp. 7th round pick back in 2019 with the Buffalo Bills in 3 seasons. He had, just had the stats right here, 2019, 8 catches, 114 yards. That season in 2021, didn't play in 2020. He had 9 catches for just 44 yards and a touchdown. 2022, just 1 catch. Last year was with the Giants. But had a medical incident on the field and did not play last year. But he was invited to the Bears rookie minicamp and has earned a contract. So he's on the 90-man roster and with opportunity, right? I mean, the Bears' number 3 tight end spot is kind of up for grabs right now. You've got Cole Kmet, you've got Gerald Everett, but right now behind that, you've got obviously Tommy Sweeney now. You've got Steven Carlson, who I believe signed after rookie minicamp last year as a veteran tryout, so very similar there. Those two competing. Brendan Bates as a UDFA is on the team as well. I would still look to get a Mercedes Lewis or something like that. I could see that happening around training camp, but for now, a few guys in the mix to be tight end 3, and Tommy Sweeney gets an opportunity here. He's definitely one of our Bears rookie minicamp winners. Some other winners. Let's start with Caleb Williams. Coach is talking very highly of him. I think it was Kerry Joseph yesterday saying that he's way ahead of schedule based on the information we had given him before the draft and things he was starting to work on. He's already even further along than we thought, so that's a good sign. Seem to be throwing the ball pretty well again. I told you guys before rookie minicamp, I'll say it again here. The on-field stuff, there's some value to it, but you're dealing with a lot of players that aren't going to be in the NFL ever, if not very long. So, I'm not saying some of the 7-on-7 stuff doesn't matter, especially the stuff with him and Rome Odunze on Friday. It's definitely valuable. Those two starting to build those reps. They apparently connected for like 8 catches in 7-on-7s when, there weren't that many reps. So that's pretty fun to hear. Didn't throw an interception in the 2 days, to my knowledge. So seems to be taking it all in, hitting the ground running. OTAs, mandatory minicamp, once Betts get in the building, that'll be kind of a better measuring stick to see where things are. He's obviously, learning the playbook, the cadences, getting the footwork down. It's early in the process, but the Bears seem to be happy where he is. I mentioned Rome Odunze. He didn't practice the second day with hamstring tightness, but I'm still going to put him in the winner category because pretty dominant the first day from what it sounded like. Him and Caleb are building that rapport like I mentioned. And he's got the right mindset. He said, look, I want everybody in the wide receiver room to think they can be a wide receiver 1. I'm no different. So he understands that, DJ Moore and Keenan Allen are on this football team, but that doesn't mean he's not going to factor in. That doesn't mean that he's not going to play a big role on this team. And he's saying it in a confident but respectful manner because, he'll follow it up. He'll be like, I got a lot to learn from those guys, excited to work with those guys. So you can just tell this guy's going to be a good teammate and he's going to work hard, perform well. He's got strong hands. The footwork is good. Precautionary to keep him out Saturday. That's no big deal. I'm not concerned about that whatsoever. Shout out to Caleb. Shout out to Rome. Get the 18s and the 15s in the comment section down below. Show those two some love as it's going to be exciting to see these 2 rookie first-round picks work together, grow together, and hopefully shine together for the many years to come. Austin Booker, I'll put him in the winner category for a couple reasons. One, looks like he's already started to put on some weight. His legs look thicker than they did in college. I think he can still add some upper body weight as well. He's listed at 6'6", 245, but I would guess he's probably 255 right now. And, with that frame at 6'6", and, long arms and everything. I think he could probably get up to 260 plus, which I think the Bears would like, as long as he's not sacrificing athleticism and speed coming off the edge, because he's got a frame to add weight there. He's already plays with good power for his size. If he can add some more muscle than he already has, that's going to be good. He says he's connected with Max Crosby through a guy he was training with in the off season. So that's a resource for him to learn from, which he talks about, which that's very cool. So I'm excited about Book, man. He's got to develop. He's a little raw. He hasn't played a ton of college football. It's like 500 something snaps, but this is also a guy who dominated Texas left tackle Kelvin Banks last year. He's going to be our first round pick next year. So like he's flashed brilliant play in the limited snaps he has played in. 8 sacks a year ago for Kansas. So definitely excited about him. Want to shout out one more UDFA here. Ian Wheeler, the running back we talked about heading into rookie minicamp, he showed off his hands a little bit in this camp. He has punt and kick return ability as well. It's going to be an uphill climb for him to make the roster, but maybe he pushes a Travis Homer. If him and Travis Homer give you similar things, you can save a couple $1,000,000 by cutting Homer. Maybe Wheeler's that fourth running back that plays primarily on special teams. So I think there's at least a path there for him. Obviously, it's going to be tough to crack ahead of, obviously, not DeAndre Swift you're not cutting ahead of, but Khalil Herbert, Roschon Johnson, I think that's pretty clearly your top 3. But if this team carries 4, I think there's a chance he could catch Travis Homer. It'll come down to special teams play because Homer does do a lot in that regard. So some winners from Bears Rookie Minicamp: Tommy Sweeney, the veteran, signing onto the 90-man roster. Good for him. Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze, Austin Booker, and Ian Wheeler. Get to some minicamp losers. And again, there's limited info here. There's only so much to take away from this minicamp. So don't get too high, too vibey about the guys who are in the winners category. Don't get too low in the losers category. Kiran Amegadjie, well, he's hurt right now, recovering from quad surgery. The Bears knew about it. This isn't like something that snuck up on him. So, again, this isn't some major deal. But the one thing that caught my attention I don't love that. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. Eberflus says he expects Amegadjie to be ready for training camp. When Kiran was asked about it, he said, I have no idea. I'm not a doctor. I just do what they tell me. So hopefully that means he's ready for training camp. But, he didn't really put a timetable on it. So, again, I'm not overreacting to that. But as of now, we're just not going to see him practice much. He won't be at OTAs. He'll be there, I assume, but he won't be practicing. Same with mandatory minicamp. Training camp getting going in a couple months, so we'll see about that. Torrey Taylor, he had a better second day, but the first day he had 3 or 4 shanks. I know Adam Hogue mentioned that, a couple others. Probably some rookie nerves, no big deal. The coaches have talked very highly of him. He also had some good punts too, a couple that spun back inside the 10 that would pin teams back. I'm not going to freak out about it, but when there's a guy you draft in the 4th round as a punter or a kicker, that player's going to be under a microscope more than a UDFA punter or kicker would. So I don't want to completely dismiss it either. So just something to keep in mind and monitor. Am I worried about it? No, but I think it would be sloppy work on my part to just hype this guy up, even though on draft day I gave it a C+ grade, but I acknowledge this guy could be a top 5 punter in the league. If I'm going to say that, if he's shanking a couple, then I need to mention that as well. So there you have it. A couple of minicamp losers. Not a lot to take away from a lot of the other tryout or UDFA guys. Kind of, it was a lot of Rome and Caleb talk, especially the first day. More Booker talk the second day, but this wasn't some earth-shattering camp. They only did 2 days. Other teams did 3. So, again, kind of a breeze, very quick. Not too much to take away. I'm excited for OTAs. If you're excited for OTAs, type me in the comments. Get some vets back in the building to catch some passes from Caleb, to block for him, all that stuff. Kind of take the next steps in the process. Definitely excited to see him get out there with DJ and Keenan Allen, Cole Kmet, and those guys. Should be a lot of fun. Excited to see DeAndre Swift in Bears gear for the first time as well. That should be exciting. There you have it. Rookie minicamp in the books. One more checkbox as we progress through the offseason. My name is Harrison Graham. Again, subscribe to the channel if you want more Bears content. We will be back tomorrow for a video in the morning, and Bears Now Live Monday at 4 o'clock Central, so be sure to join us for that. All right, guys, like I said, my name is Harrison Graham, signing off. Bear down.